Goes around the outside, down towards turn 9 we go. Stroll is edging.
There is no sweeter feeling right now. He is just going to be, the expression we use is stroking it.
Ted Kravitz, Max Verstappen about to come.
But he's still in the vicinity. Is Verstappen about to blow them all?
Squirting it down the back of your throat.
Oh, delightful.
All right, young Oscar, what are you, 21 years old? Let's see how you feel with a face full of mirrors full of a Ferrari. I'm coming.
Nico Hülkenberg came within 10 milliseconds as Max Verstappen all over the back of him, coming.
Finding an improvement, but hanging on to it right to the ragged edge.
Beautiful cock.
That is how you do it when you've not got sticky nuts.
George Russell edges. Lewis Hamilton trying to have a sniff at Lando Norris as well. And here comes Lewis Hamilton now. As Max Verstappen starts to edge away, Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris, Lewis Hamilton are all right behind in this tasty trio. Charles Leclerc comes in to the pits. The wind is blowing. George Russell, is he going to come into the pits though? Lawson does. Here comes
Kimi Antonelli.
Antonelli. Can he slide it down the inside? No, comes too soon. It's Lando Norris who pulls out. George Russell coming for Liam Lawson, but it's coming together nicely now.
That's probably why Laurent Mekies didn't want to go in the middle, because he knows what happens here, and that's anybody in the middle gets covered with the sticky stuff, and it's not champagne.
The loads look normal.
In 2021, Verstappen came in.
Here comes Hamilton on Sainz.
Lewis Hamilton comes.
Here comes Fernando Alonso.
Perez is going to risk the nose to the inside and he bails out. The driver who was third yesterday moves up to 7th in the Grand Prix, but still yet to come in.
Big lock up from Leclerc, but I think he'll be okay with that one as he comes.
For Carlos Sainz, who will hold that inside line. Oh, that close to banging.
I think it was Albon nibbling a bit of Piastri. Oh, and here comes Lance Stroll.
Every single time that we go racing in Formula 1 2023, he comes to...
Meanwhile, here comes Sebastian Vettel. Haven't said that for a while. In the distance, Charles Leclerc comes. Two mates getting nice and close in a friendly fashion going through the chicane. Who comes out? We go. Sainz reacts quickest. Perez comes. Then comes Alonso. Great Max Verstappen gets past his teammate Sergio Perez, and Carlos Sainz comes out. So Magnussen 8th, Norris 9th. Here comes Lando Norris. Perez now comes. Yes, we do have a safety car here at Silverstone. In comes Carlos Sainz. In comes Lewis Hamilton. Safety car, safety car. And this has absolutely worked in Carlos Sainz's favour, because I think he's coming in. As here comes Lewis Hamilton on Daniel Ricciardo.
But it's Charles Leclerc's day. He's edged his teammate.
As Max Verstappen now comes into the pits. Here's Sebastian Vettel. Why did he spin? Well, he was going for the move there on the Haas of Mick Schumacher. He managed to get his way through. Schumacher came, only 13th fastest for Lando Norris. Here comes Oscar Piastri.
Can anyone get on top of Alonso with 7.5 minutes to go? Leclerc is going to be first to try.
Down through Eau Rouge, continues to lead though, ahead of Sebastian Vettel, Esteban Ocon and Sergio Perez. Up to the top of the Radion, and Magnussen has made up places at the start. But here comes Sebastian Vettel. Charles Leclerc leads them down through Eau Rouge from Hamilton, and Vettel and Bottas in 4th. Behind Bottas comes Verstappen, and we see them now on the Kemmel Straight. A long lead there for Charles Leclerc. Here comes Sebastian Vettel again, and it's lights out, and away we go. Decent start from Charles Leclerc, and he gets ahead then of Max Verstappen with Sergio Perez coming at his teammate. Leclerc under braking, Verstappen second, Hamilton and George Russell, I should say, all over Max Verstappen. Behind him comes Fernando Alonso.
It's everything so tight.
And this is game over, no matter what happens. So pit stops, this is one of greater consequence in the Grand Prix. George Russell coming in. Sainz has been called in. There is the one move you're allowed to make. Perez knows what's coming. Here comes Perez down the inside. He's been under pressure throughout. He had to overtake Fernando Alonso after losing the lead at the start, but he comes out. But he's still in the vicinity. Is Verstappen about to blow them all away? That's a late lunge and a half, my word, from downtown to take the place from Carlos Sainz. He came
down the inside. Here comes Sergio Perez on Charles Leclerc.
Here we go again. It is very tight between Oscar Piastri and Charles Leclerc. And here comes the Mercedes, heaping the pressure on. Tsunoda tried to come back, wasn't able to.
It's Norris, remember, hasn't pitted in this race yet. Sergio Perez on the hard tyre has, and he pulls out.
But down into the inside at the Lewis hairpin, and the two come together. They are absolutely welded together.
Into the first chicane once again. It's wheel to wheel. Hamilton and Verstappen, and this time Verstappen and Hamilton have crashed out, and they are both out as Hamilton came.
George Russell edging Mercedes teammate Lewis Hamilton.
You might want to use fourth gear at the moment, Lewis. I mean, you are a long way clear.
Fresh tyres with Perez.
Yeah, Perez on
he's
Ricardo.
earned this right now to come through this foursome of Norris, Hülkenberg, Sainz, and he's already done Ricardo. Yeah, he tried to stay on the throttle and squirt up the inside there.
Let's just have a little look then at Fernando Alonso's pit stop. There's Perez coming out.
Vettel's pegging Hamilton now.
Into Stowe we go, and Carlos Sainz and George Russell almost coming together. As round rep turn 3 we go, and it's Nico Rosberg, and Hamilton's onto the grass, and Hamilton's had a massive crash, and he's crashed into his teammate. The two Mercedes come together.
MTT as Grosjean goes way wide. Way wide. Oh, and almost comes.
Wow. Whoa. And here comes Nigel Mansell as he comes inside of Fittipaldi.
I've written a script, right? Edge Frentzen into the gravel into the first corner, drill Irvine. Yeah. Schumacher and Hakkinen can have each other off. Follow Coulthard. He's going to come in 10 laps to go because he's going to be so surprised the car's still running. Yeah. You go on to win, yellow flags waving. Yeah. How about that?
I think you should drive and I'll do the commentary. There'll be a quick conversation on the pit wall now. What do? Do they come straight in? Because
he's having a go, isn't he? Esteban Ocon. Fernando Alonso knew he was coming. I did know once upon a time, but isn't it great to see Zach Brown coming down? And I hope more of the F1 paddock and fraternity actually come.
Push, yeah. Push.
Pierre Gasly starting to come on.
It's a clean start for both McLarens, but Mika Hakkinen edges it.
I think Max is a very complete driver that is very strong in qualifying, very strong in the race. Very rarely has weaknesses and or makes mistakes.
I think we're going to see Verstappen edged just by Charles Leclerc.
Goes around the outside, down towards turn 9 we go. Stroll is edging. That is how you do it when you've not got sticky nuts.
So they're coming at it in completely different directions.
Lewis Hamilton came on the radio a few minutes ago.
Verstappen and Sainz getting away pretty evenly. Leclerc's coming at Lando Norris. Lando Norris is coming into the pits. Sergio Perez is coming into the pits. Stroll is edging, trying to get ahead. Whether he thought he had a chance to come here and get victory. That is how you do it when you've not got sticky nuts. George Russell, you're going to have to come from a long way back if you are.
So Liuzzi gets a fair enough start, but he's already got Massa coming inside him.
Oh dear, Roman Grosjean and Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton all coming to...
Is it enough to get anywhere near the back of the Red Bull for a final lunge? We're homing in.
He's coming, it's Fernando Alonso.
Well, I didn't feel it. It just went in one go. I didn't feel it coming.
Yes, this is impressive. Now I'm coming on your camera, mate.
Yo, what?
Yeah. What are you doing?
It's about to get spoiled a little bit, but I don't think it's his fault. Watch for Hamilton coming up our inside, and nothing Daniel could do about that.
Valtteri Bottas right at the rear of the field, Esteban Ocon just ahead of him. They are two drivers that have definitely come together. That's why they're limping around right at the back. As towards the chicane we go, Russell's going to dive down the inside, the two Mercedes going wheel to wheel, and George Russell squeezing out his teammate.
He dropped back and then did that stunning first sector time, quicker than anybody else in the race so far, and obviously just came at Liuzzi like crazy.
How did you keep yourself A, occupied, and B, kind of focused on the job in hand when it was going to come, whenever it was going to come. Here we are for round 5 of the Formula One World Championship in 2024. We have come. There's no DRS towards 130R, and then want to use his DRS, and he got really squirmy coming.
I really like how the hard gave me a good feeling to push.
Out of the final chicane, the 2 Ferraris come, getting some heat into those soft compound tyres. He wants extra grip and stickiness. Early safety car is going to come in here. While they do that, out of the chicane come the leading quartet.
Yeah, so effectively your outlap becomes much faster on your new tyres compared to the driver that's still out there pounding around their hard tyres.
Here he comes as Russell in and out, nice and comfortable indeed. Mike Crack loved that. I didn't expect that to come right there.
From Lando Norris, he's done it before.
Now that he's starting. Here comes Verstappen.
But Oscar could see him coming. We will have a race in our hands. And people thinking, oh no, that Max will just completely blow him away today like he always does.
Ahead of Daniel Ricciardo, Russell finishes 6th.
That's his lead, 3.4 seconds, but Michael Schumacher is beginning to peg him.
And Lewis Hamilton keeps fighting on the track and edges himself closer once again.
He played with me for so long. It was so annoying. It was so hard.
Now he's in the slipstream, he picked it up nicely. Surely he'll drill him up the inside now into, he is absolutely fearless, isn't he?
But what about Vettel coming now on Michael Schumacher? Is this going to be the right moment? Answer, not yet.
Yeah. I find it slightly difficult to believe that Lewis has used 3% less fuel. Maybe he has. He's been out front and he's been stroking it a little bit. So it's just a drive through. Vettel trying to come up the inside of Hamilton.
But Sergio Perez running a bit wide, might have had a bit more speed coming out of turn 4, and this is going to get very spicy indeed. There's a different Lewis, springs into life, and he's going to be very, very hard to... Here comes Max Verstappen on Fernando Alonso. Yeah, well, here comes Leclerc. As there comes Fernando Alonso. Here comes Carlos Sainz then, with all the barging and the banging that was going on. That's not going to help him much.
Pulled out a bit late there, I would say.
Yeah, that's...
next time pull out a little bit earlier. Yeah, Daniel almost got it stopped, and then Lance just gave him a big bang from behind.
They love their 3 letters, their 3-word phrases here in China. Strength through population and all of that stuff. But I've got 3 words for you. Come on, Lando. Come on, Lando.
The gap's coming down. He was 3/10 quicker with Maldonado on that lap. So Maldonado beginning to peg Alonso.
With Michael is nobody raced him. When Michael was coming from the back, and like, oh, Michael's coming.
The back straight we go then, and everyone I think edging closer to the edge of their sofa because we know what's coming and Hamilton knows what's coming.
Oh my god, there's finally a battle on track. Holy shit, it's Alonso versus Sainz. This is absolutely insane. Oh, and they banged wheels.
Oh, just about, but Magnussen's going to come back at him once again, almost touching.
His Ferrari crew will welcome him, but that was both front wheels locked up for Sainz as he came in.
Let's see. So he gets quite deep in there. Well, we just got off board, sadly, but yes, heading down into the first corner. It's tighter than you might imagine, actually.
See him looking in his mirrors to the left all the time. Where's that Ferrari? Where's that Ferrari? It's coming at you. Fernando Alonso into Lewis Hamilton, into Lando Norris. That was the kerfuffle that went on, and I think Lance Stroll has got involved in that as well because he's limping around. I think Lando Norris is being told that he's going soft. Here comes Hamilton again, though. Tries to go down the inside into turn 17. No room there. Magnussen saw him coming, and he's gone wide. And now Sainz can go through and claim that 4th place and maybe just relax a little touch.
Yeah, they got very close to touching each other.
Perez has lost places, and there's a couple of cars have come together. Lando Norris is the McLaren that has come.
Lewis joined that party as well. Norris was on the outside, minding his own business. And eventually they clattered into him.
And Kevin Magnussen just squeezes him out.
But the Red Bull has been quite hard.
Yeah, he's joining this battle, isn't it? Hamilton squeezes up towards the rear of that Haas.
Exactly what I thought. He was so busy, so focused on the Ferraris that were squeezing him, that he just got too deep into the corner.
Here he comes. Perez will know that he's coming. This is going to be a little bit tight. Well, no, not quite as tight as I thought. Sergio Perez is coming at George Russell. And here comes Yuki Tsunoda with Lewis Hamilton behind him. Here comes Carlos Sainz on Oscar Piastri. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo on Alex Albon.
There is no sweeter feeling right now. He is just going to be, the expression we use is stroking it.
Let's just enjoy this moment with him. Look at his little face. Come on, Lando. Come on, Lando.
That got him so riled up.
Yeah, they were almost touching.
That if he's behind you, he's coming, but he's very clean, but he's very hard.
Out into the pit lane and I've got that mantra and I'm there and I'm on my knees and the car's coming towards me. That sort of little mantra, see the nut, hit the nut, see the nut, hit the nut. That's what sort of helps me only focus on that one job.
Talking of pouncing, as you were talking, George Russell did pounce on Yuki Tsunoda.
Then he slithered inside Prost.
Look at the bouncing on the Ferrari. The Red Bull's coming at him.
And Hamilton said, I love that race.
He enjoyed
I like
scrapping,
to be hard with him.
That puts Sargent down in 16th. Daniel Ricciardo is coming in throughout this race, coming on to the grid now.
Lando was probably a bit distracted by the fact that the Ferrari was sniffing up his inside.
You know, a millimetre wrong with all that pressure. So, yeah, I've done a great job by Max withstanding the pressure. But, you know, Lando was coming hard at the end of the race there.
But then when we got into what they call the second phase of the start, the acceleration phase, the Red Bull came back at him. Ocon left the door open there and Stroll gave him a little kiss for good measure. Leclerc is sort of nibbling into the gap.
Okay, stick with it, it's coming. This is looking tasty.
So Leclerc has just nibbled away. Finally, Sergio Perez, here we are, coming through the second of the Rebattas. He's going to pop the rear
as Verstappen comes over the line.
2.4 seconds. Come on, Lando.
They race hard, and Max Verstappen will know that Lando Norris is coming for him, teasing the gravel on the exit, teasing us all.
And Oscar, you come... Microphone. Tommy has returned. He's come
right in front of him, and the two Red Bulls who have been touching and barging and banging all afternoon have had one bang too many.
Come on now. Come on now. Max Verstappen getting the party started nice and early. Oh my word, Charles Leclerc.
Oh.
Wobbling.
All right, young Oscar, what are you, 21 years old? Let's see how you feel with a face full of mirrors full of a Ferrari. I'm coming.
If Lando could bang in, or is able to bang in, Leclerc gets away brilliantly. Here comes Oscar Piastri.
That is Esteban Ocon chancing one at Portier. The two Alpines come together.
Oh, there's another incident out there then, as two Alpines get into each other.
Saw Alex there actually having a proper real fight with Gasly before Esteban and him came together.
Literally as you came to me.
Do you stick or do you twist?
They can tickle them at the beginning.
And over the line comes our race leader. They had a bit of a coming together. On the first lap, Kevin Magnussen touched Sergio Perez, and the leader is now going to come. He's holding on to it pretty well currently, although Gasly's just starting to edge a little bit closer. Oh dear, as Max is coming at him.
Now, says Carlos Sainz. Did you see Esteban Ocon coming?
Magnussen does get a good start, as does George Russell as well. Lando Norris is coming thick and fast.
You are very good looking. You will see him like this. We'd like to get to our private business here.
This cannot.
Really? Your speed? That Francesco is triple speed. Oh, Miguel Camino is blown. You don't open up the inside like that. And here they come. Wait for Lightning McQueen to choke. That was welcome. Thank you for your support and your big statement, please.
Oh, great. Here it comes.
Sundar, when is he coming?
Oh, number 7 is loose. I have no idea what happened behind them.
I just wanted to come. Hey, they're coming your way.
If there ain't no hole under them, there ain't no hole in them. It's official. You're coming to all my races from now on.
Two nasty lemons come out of nowhere.
Give us a little bit of history. When did you first come?
Esteban Ocon, who's got a 5-place grid penalty, currently 5th fastest. That penalty a carryover from Monaco after the coming together with his teammate Pierre Gasly. Exactly the same time as Max Verstappen, but if you get in there first, you get the prize. Martin Brundle, what have you spied?
Well, that really ugly cloud is just edging. It looks like it might pass over sort of turns 1, 2, 3 and 4, maybe, but it's just edging outside of the track.
Did Ricciardo react a little bit faster than the margin allows, or did he just edge? And slipping down the inside, I think Lewis Hamilton on Daniel Ricciardo. Sergio Perez and Pierre Gasly had a bit of a coming together, and Kevin Magnussen's coming into the pits. It's still really, really wet, and they almost touched there. Hamilton's front wing into the rear of the Aston Martin. But good things are coming, better things are coming.
He's been in the back of somebody there.
Oh, Magnussen squirming. Oh, here
Norris
comes Lando Norris on George Russell.
Right on the back of George Russell.
As out onto the racetrack comes Verstappen and George Russell. Here comes Oscar Piastri to the back of George Russell. Stewards are going to look, by the way, the Russell-Piastri coming together.
A safety car gets brought out, Max and George pit, and Max edges out George in the pit lane. All I can say about Lando in this race is that this guy has been brutally edged for the win.
Yeah, Yuki, he's seeing the challenge from within. Daniel Ricciardo was right on him, slightly in front of him in Montreal, and he's been edging him here as well.
He touched me. Company collided and that was me. He touched my rear right.
You know what it's like in the car, Karun, you can't always hear things, but just Max Verstappen sounding a bit edgy. Sainz then had to go onto the runoff, but as long as he comes back the right way to the left of the bollard, that should be okay. And let's have a look again, that's where they were rubbing.
Russell leading Hamilton, still a couple of seconds off the pace. But while we're looking at the car rubbing its wood...
And the two McLaren boys need to make sure they don't hold each other up, because there are plenty of people to pounce behind them. As he now edges towards... It soon comes at you at the end of this lap.
Lewis going, I'm coming. I've got 3 DRS zones, try and stop me.
The two Aston Martins coming very close together.
Of course, he still gets DRS himself, and that is job done, but Max comes straight back at him.
Lap 9 of 23, Verstappen then possibly starting to edge away. To Mercedes, I should say, getting rather feisty as well. Lewis Hamilton all over the back of his teammate George Russell.
And the big question was, how good is that hard going to be?
That was Fernando Alonso steaming in. Getting a little bit tight between the Alpine drivers. Steaming down the inside. Yuki Tsunoda. A short lap around here, so traffic comes at you quick. The leading contenders for the World Championship come together at turn 3. The crowd can't believe it. After Verstappen and Norris come together.
But Piastri's coming at him and coming at him fast.
Ted, what have you got for us down in the pit lane?
I've got no cars. No, nobody yet. But yes, Johnny, oh, here we go.
Hamilton's going to try again, this time on the inside, a continent touch! Verstappen is out of the race, and that's a big crash into Copse! Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen coming together!
Instinct.
You just feel it through all your gyros, your hands, your backside.
We are coming.
As Max Verstappen all over the back of him, coming.
Max and Lando coming together at the Austrian Grand Prix.
As we see Leclerc coming up on Stroll with a good look up the inside.
Verstappen just didn't have the pace, though, to defend against the McLaren, which is coming good once again. Hamilton struggling now and under pressure from his teammate George Russell, and Oscar Piastri is right there to join in the fun.
This is the Formula One equivalent of sticking your fingers in.
But it was a bit wetter than it was on the last lap.
Yeah.
And you can see it on the approach to the Vale chicane now. Piastri is right in touching distance, but it is so slippy and so sticky and treacherous.
Jarno Trulli turns in, and Jos Verstappen is thrusting at the rear wheels.
The Ferrari looks good in race trim.
Yeah, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Hulkenberg's under pressure here from Charles Leclerc, who bashes his way down the inside, and as he does that, Sergio Perez says, thank you very much, I'll have some of that action myself.
Leclerc just edging up one place.
Ted Kravitz, Max Verstappen about to come. Nico Hulkenberg came within 10 milliseconds.
This time
time he gets there, he locks up and he makes contact with his old rival. Verstappen and Hamilton come together again.
It's now or never for Leclerc because he's going to be really hard.
On the outside of Carlos Sainz comes Fernando Alonso. In fourth place comes Lewis Hamilton. Lando Norris got an excellent start, but Oscar Piastri in the second phase came right at him. Sargent now comes into the pits for Williams. Verstappen's coming into the pits.
Box, 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 pit, pit, pit.
And not just Verstappen, Ferrari are coming into the pits as well. Out of the pits comes Charles Leclerc. Down the main straight comes Yuki Tsunoda. Nicely done. When do the top four decide to come? Someone says go, 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 as Piastri is going to come in. Here comes Max Verstappen.
He's finding an improvement, but hanging on to it right to the ragged edge.
Beautiful car.
Here comes Piastri, Ted, here comes Piastri.
Hamilton came on the radio ever so slightly breathless. So was Max Verstappen. Hamilton and Perez sort of holding each other.
Here's interesting, Nico Hülkenberg has come, is just having now to be patient and is now coming. Piastri's coming straight back at George Russell.
Absolutely flying since he came in.
Then comes Verstappen. Out into the sunshine comes Lewis Hamilton. The two Red Bulls come down the main pit straight here. This is going to be really, really tight, isn't it? Here comes close. Piastri again, yeah. Leclerc knew he was coming.
Piastri's coming at them now.
Lewis, wow, what a dice, what a battle that was. Got a bit fruity in places. Fruity? Right, a little bit close. His elbows are coming out here and there.
It's all about the feel. It's all about the grip, because here comes George Russell.
Should have come in, man. This is very wet.
And that is it. Formula One is back. We are back. We cannot wait to slam you with content. That's a strange old sentence.
There's a DRS straight coming for Hamilton. Verstappen edging away. Here comes Fernando Alonso. Valtteri Bottas trying to make a move on Yuki Tsunoda and nearly coming.
The track will come to them.
Here comes Carlos Sainz on the back of Pierre Gasly. Slides that Mercedes down the inside and comes out.
Hamilton is on the back of Lance Stroll.
Here comes Lando Norris. Here, though, comes Charles Leclerc. Key here is to get in and out again.
He is very quickly coming back at George Russell now. My mate Mick, his boy, is coming on the grid.
In comes Charles Leclerc. After an encouraging stint, he's going to that fresher rubber.
The track will just keep coming.
Come on, Sergio.
Both your drivers seem to have very warm bottoms.
But the thing is, it's tight, it's close, the margins are very, very fine. It's lights out and away we go. Piastri slightly quicker off the line. Norris moves over to try and come. Sticky nuts.
And 38 laps ago, and then he absolutely stroked them to the end, didn't he?
Ricciardo on Hülkenberg and within touching distance here of Charles Leclerc.
But he's coming back at him.
He certainly is. In the pits comes Charles Leclerc to respond. Into the pits comes Lewis Hamilton to respond to what's going on. Here comes Lando Norris with Alex Albon. Here comes Sergio Perez.
So again, we saw him plough in, didn't he? With it.
And as you can see, has Charles Leclerc right behind him and ready to pounce. Into the pits comes Oscar Piastri. Here comes Max Verstappen and Lando Norris. Here he comes.
And you've got to be so brave at the start of the Grand Prix, risking coming together with your teammate.
Oh, he's hit the marker coming into the pits.
Like, Rosberg was really sticking it to Hamilton, but Hamilton just edged him. Should probably think about my choice of word. Just edged him 2 years in a row.
Colapinto, that was a little bit close for comfort coming. Well, let's have a look down in the pit lane. There is a Williams just edging out. That is Colapinto and Albon. We've been enjoying 2 ways, then 3 ways. Why not make it one more?
At the moment, I think, if anything, Perez looks like he's got the bit between his teeth on this lap and is maybe edging up towards Leclerc rather than Leclerc edging up towards Piastri. Give him the opportunity to just come through, go as long as possible. So as they come through the Castle section, as we see the 2 Williams cars coming.
The front-running RB is Tsunoda, then comes Norris, then comes Hülkenberg, then it's Ricciardo.
Ricciardo had a little sniff, but backed out of it sensibly then.
Well, he needs to almost be within touching distance coming.
These kinks that they're coming through.
But here comes Hamilton with the aid of DRS. Yeah, he's got the 2 Salvas right over the back of him as well. Here comes Lando Norris then. Behrman with a great result in qualifying, but Hülkenberg now coming for him as Valtteri Bottas comes into the pits.
I think of Pastor Maldonado around Monaco. He used to be one of these things where he'd get to Monaco and he'd just explode.
They've come to blows here before down the main straight. Leclerc wasn't able to slide it down the inside of Piastri. Piastri sees him coming.
There's a lot of technique, there's a lot of finesse involved in there. It's not point and squirt, give it full beans and go by any stretch of the imagination.
Squirting it down the back of your throat.
Delightful. And they've been in and out of that McLaren pit box more times than, something that's been in and out of something very often. But anyway, they're not,
Then comes George Russell and Oscar Piastri. And apart from a few going off at the first couple of corners, they pretty much kept it clean on that opening lap. No banging.
Absolutely, and he was giving it full beans in qualifying yesterday as well. There was Colapinto.
Into the pits he comes.
That will please him massively, won't it? But they seem to have come...
well, their team boss might just be rubbing his head with his hand, and it's coming good. And Max Verstappen is coming... Oh! He might have brushed it, but he didn't bang it.
Yeah, pretty edgy, spicy.
Here comes Piastri.
And then they just come at you thick and fast. But they get ever tighter towards the end.
And into our screen, the big screen, comes Charles Leclerc.
Short and sweet and hopefully very feisty.
Down the inside here comes the RB of Yuki Tsunoda. But Russell is sticking to this absolutely beautifully. Then comes Russell. Then comes Charles Leclerc. Here come the two Ferraris. There goes Carlos Sainz down the inside. Leclerc knew he was coming. Right, here comes Oscar Piastri once again. Max Verstappen's coming at him. Here comes Carlos Sainz though on Max Verstappen. Charles Leclerc bit by bit edging away. Here comes Nico Hülkenberg on Fernando Alonso.
Get in earlier than your rival.
Yeah, so I was just listening to that message myself when you came to me, Crofty. But you don't want to be under pressure from others coming at you.
Red Bull are getting ready for Max Verstappen to come in.
And Sainz still keeps edging.
Yeah. Here comes Norris once more.
It gets steep, then goes soft, steep, soft.
Lewis Hamilton, which was coming at him at a rate of 220 or so miles an hour.
BMW guys are over there bitching.
You can just hold position overnight. Holding up, but go easy.
We all know Hayes likes to light up the night. Massive job ahead of him.
I'll kill you. Don't you even want to touch it? Come on.
Bad luck.
Just touch it. So that's it. One and done.
Why has he got a helmet?
Safety?
Yeah, she's got something.
Yeah, you mean had something. You say he was old. He not that old.
Here comes Sonny Hayes. He'll be hoping these will help him hold on to his current position.
Coming for you, old man.
Balls. Wow. And I love the guy. The most solid.
Here come the two Apex GP.
Come.
Stuck behind him.
Pierce looks to be in a great position to finish. He's come out just in front of Max Verstappen.
Mr. Darty.
Who's coming up from behind?
Here comes the rain. The two Ferraris come in.
Coming in.
Come on.
Fuck. Coming from the cellar. Hayes squeezes through on the inside.
Can you introduce me to Carlos Sainz?
Here comes the Alpine. Hayes will feel that. Here comes Kevin Magnussen. He had to come in. Here comes Charles Leclerc. It's really tight. Hamilton and Leclerc coming. Joshua Pierce inching it. That's a big one. It's a beautiful sight. This is epic racing to finish off the season. Here comes Lando Norris, this time on Max Verstappen.
As Perez comes.
Here comes George Russell, and George Russell coming at him.
But I had a feeling he got something else coming.
Piastri has got ahead of the Argentine who's coming back at him. Yeah, he's in and out. Here he comes. Lewis Hamilton's going to be coming at him. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. Here comes Max Verstappen on Franco Colapinto. Vibrant city is Mexico City. It's a great place to come. Was easy prey when Norris came across him. Absolutely, it's all coming good for Kevin Magnussen. Been coming for what? 12 laps?
Yeah.
Here comes Sergio Perez. He's gained.
The problem is that Charles Leclerc is coming, and he's not the only one. He's bringing Max Verstappen with him.
Yeah, that's close. Okay, understood.
But if the rain is coming in and there's more rain to come and the track gets wetter, Junsao turn 12, and you can get the perspective of Junsao if you wish, as Lando Norris is edging towards that corner. Lando Norris and George Russell edging, and the rain clouds have been hovering and depositing the wet stuff. Here comes Max Verstappen, and here comes Sergio Perez, which is coming in quite a few minutes. Well, in a short space of time. Forget that for a moment, because here comes Max Verstappen, and he's going to have to go down the inside. Here comes Hamilton on Ollie Behrman.
Norris, I can see out of the commentary box window, is coming.
Here comes Max Verstappen on Oscar Piastri. Piastri looks at his mirrors. Here comes Verstappen.
He came from so far back. I don't think Oscar expected him to come from that much of a distance.
He comes. Here comes Carlos Sainz. Is this the smooth operation that he's looking for? No.
Oscar Piastri has just come.
And down the inside, here comes Oscar Piastri.
Look at this. Here comes Lewis Hamilton on Fernando Alonso.
And here comes Charles Leclerc on the inside of Lando Norris. But even Sergio Perez trying to lick it.
But the F1 cars are the best hoovers. It's just, you know, the amount of downforce they've got, they will just suck the ass.
Off air, Martin Brundle's just said, it's going to be tight, this one, isn't it?
It is going to be very tight, yeah.
But it's okay, I had fun coming from the back.
Here comes Charles Leclerc! Here comes Charles Leclerc! They almost come together! Behind Charles Leclerc, here comes Max Verstappen. Here comes Max Verstappen down the Las Vegas Boulevard. 1.9 kilometers of full blast as George Russell now comes into the pits. Valtteri Bottas comes into the pits once more. But Lawson and Magnussen, that's the second time in this race they've got very close to each other going through turn 14 and 15 and not coming and keeping them nice and juicy with lots of grip. And they're wheel to wheel and touching, but Hamilton's coming back at him, and Leclerc has to keep it fair and clean and tight. I think I was watching Lewis Hamilton when he came on the screen, and on a.
Carlos, are you coming with me on the podium?
Mate, for sure this time.
This time it's you. I'm gonna shower you.
Yes, please. I want to be completely wet.
It was like a driver with understeer going through a high-speed corner. One stab, two stab, three, it'll come. Sergio Perez, we keep our fingers crossed that Sergio Perez will come good.
And Norris just been edging.
Well, I never had him down as a dribbler, and I suspect he doesn't have a tissue up there, so he's going to have to carry that on the back of his hands.
All that to come. No, I don't feel comfortable saying that with him on my screen. Anyway.
All 10 teams will come together in London.
I'm Jack Whitehall coming to you live. Where is George? Have you two kissed and made up yet? Yes, it's the man my fiance imagines when we make love. Hell, it's the guy I imagine when me and my fiance make love. It's Charles Leclerc! Honestly, he's hosting the after party if anyone's keen. Who's up for a James Vowles freak-off? So they've just got to raw dog it for 52 laps. Who knows, maybe we'll be seeing Mike Crack. I don't know how the evening is going to develop. Were you able to Netflix and Jill? I did, I'll tell you what.
There is a much wider motorsport family that truly comes together.
Mike Crack is tingling right now.
That happened. Alonso was more than alert enough not to cream into the back of him.
I think Julian's emphasised it sufficiently. This is incredibly tight.
But look, Verstappen now edging onto the back of Norris as well.
And now it's McLaren 1-2, and Piastri can start to get hot with his teammate Lando Norris.
Much narrower, some are much wider, some have a curve, some are short, some are long.
And another rookie coming. Oh dear. You said it, you called it, Martin. Greasy.
Yeah.
Slippy.
I mean, he would have been tickling the throttle pedal. And Lando saw that one coming and was pretty feisty about it.
Ted, down to you. They're all coming in, Ted. It becomes wet, not greasy.
Yeah.
Here comes Verstappen at Norris. Piastri right on Max Verstappen's tail as they came out. Here comes Oscar Piastri. Said Kimi Antonelli on Nico Hulkenberg. Down the inside, keep it under control. It's... You've probably got a decent bit of grip down there as well on the inside.
And again, then Piastri coming at Norris.
Just bit by bit, he's edging. The hard isn't the big hard. Verstappen is coming at the Australian. Then comes George Russell and Charles Leclerc. Albon almost goes into the back of Charles Leclerc, and Hamilton is waiting to see if he can pounce. And he's getting very keen, George Russell, on the back here of Max Verstappen. Here comes Kimi Antonelli right on the back of Alex Albon.
A couple of tricky little left-handers now, short squirt down the back.
And already Piastri is coming at Verstappen. Verstappen's coming at Lewis Hamilton.
So,
here comes Piastri part 2. on Max Verstappen. We saw this while we were riding on board. Carlos Sainz in the Williams has this is where it all gets very close for comfort, and you can almost hear the drivers shouting over the engines as you go into turn 2.
Yeah, because they want to be aggressive. They get hard.
53 laps to come here at Suzuka, and nobody coming together.
So it's a double-edged. There's more potential to come.
Carlos Sainz is coming back at Liam Lawson.
That didn't last very long.
He's keeping Charles Leclerc very interested. Piastri continues to make inroads into Lando Norris. Down the straight comes the Ferrari and the Mercedes. Guess what, Jack? This time, it isn't a dummy call. He is coming. Verstappen is coming in. Lando Norris is coming in. And also Charles Leclerc. And here comes George Russell. Hadjar, though, is going to come back for a little bit more. Finally, Kimi Antonelli can come.
McLaren have got any juice in them papayas. They've got to start squeezing them now.
I know why we're doing it here. Hulkenberg on the back of Jack Doohan. Out of Spoon Curve we come now, because he's coming back at Norris once again. Russell's coming, Leclerc's coming, Norris coming in too. And look at him coming at Charles Leclerc now.
They'll vibrate like crazy. You've got to eke them out.
Into the pits, as you say, comes Alex Albon. Kimi Antonelli, he knew he was coming. Antonelli might be coming back at him again, because here comes Antonelli with the aid of DRS.
But Norris, you're absolutely right, Crofty. I've been looking at his lap times. Edging
behind them, there comes the Alpine of Gasly on Ollie Behrman. They're all coming in. There comes Oscar Piastri. Down the inside goes Carlos Sainz. Sainz was coming through, come what may. Tsunoda behind him, Ollie Behrman behind him comes Alex Albon.
Russell started to come back on my app.
That is a massive hole. Norris still gained on Charles Leclerc. Here comes Lando Norris once again on Charles Leclerc. Norris, who's coming at him again. Fernando, he beats off Hadjar, but it is clear that 5-second penalty has enabled Piastri to get ahead of Verstappen.
Yes.
Then comes Antonelli and Hamilton. Then comes Carlos Sainz and Lando Norris. The leader, Max Verstappen, towards the final corner. He comes now. Liam Lawson is hanging around, looking to see what comes. Kimi Antonelli sticking very nicely to the back of Charles Leclerc. But he's not coming in now. He's not coming for a while. This is Lando Norris on Lewis Hamilton.
Him and Max literally coming to blow, punish the rear tyres, coming.
Here's the battle between Antonelli and Norris. One lap, it's coming. A little bit further back, here's Ollie Behrman on Jack Doohan. Lock up there as he comes now. You'll see him coming. I think you're obliged to stay to the left of it and not cross it at any stage, because you're coming.
And this is where you have to be careful. Everybody's getting a bit hot, sweaty.
Sprint weekend comes fast and furious.
He's proved he's the daddy once again.
Lando almost hit a Ferrari mechanic who was coming for Charles Leclerc.
It really felt like in Miami, Kimi Antonelli came.
Again, this guy touched me like in Bahrain.
You're supporting the boy from Bologna, holding that position in 12th for the time being as they come. Kimi Antonelli coming. Here he comes, Charles Leclerc. And actually, he's being told to come.
And George Russell is the next one coming up on the back of Yuki Tsunoda's Red Bull. Yeah, you're really going to need to come in free air.
Charles Leclerc hasn't had an easy day, but he is now starting to come to Antonelli. Coming.
You know what, Harry, as we see probably Max Verstappen coming in.
Strong showings too so far for the likes of Alex Albon, who did come in. But the safety car is coming in.
And here comes Hamilton. Look how far back he came. But here comes Albon, though, on Leclerc.
They're certainly enjoying themselves out there and having a right old ding-dong. Tell you what, Antonelli had to move over, didn't he? Because Charles Leclerc was coming. DRS here for Charles Leclerc. He's coming at Lewis and coming into play.
Lando is coming.
Lewis Hamilton is being told to come and out into the sunshine come the McLaren crew. Birdie, to you.
Yeah, I just want to come.
And they're coming out into the sunshine again at McLaren, right in front of our commentary box. Into the pits comes our race leader. Lewis Hamilton's going to come. Here's Max Verstappen on Charles Leclerc. Oscar Piastri is coming up to the back of Pierre Gasly, because it's too early for Piastri to come. If, and say, even in 2 laps' time, Piastri comes, that's probably a little bit earlier than he would have wanted.
Oscar kind of lets Lando come closer a little bit. And he's like, yeah, come on, show me what you got.
And then when Lando starts to smell him and comes closer and closer, then Oscar goes on the gas.
Norris came in first. That was a little bit tight.
Yeah, they saw it coming.
And slide. The more you slide, the more it grains, the more it rips, the more you slide.
And somewhere around turn 1, they're going to come very close to each other. There comes Piastri, Hamilton and Alonso. Colapinto side by side with Alex Albon.
Yeah, Alonso feeling that as well.
Here comes Antonelli in the works Mercedes.
So he'll run hard.
Here comes the Haas down the inside, Esteban Ocon. So into the pits he comes, and Kimi Antonelli is going to come in.
And Norris will be all over the back of Lewis Hamilton shortly. As
Antonelli down the inside of Nico Hülkenberg on the fresher rubber.
I was clenching my teeth a bit there for Antonelli, so I don't know what he was doing. That was quite tight and quite fast. It's a big snake of
Kimi Antonelli, who's now responding and coming straight into the pits. Ollie Behrman fancies a little nibble at Isaac Hadjar. Fernando Alonso, here comes Fernando Alonso now in the Aston Martin. Behrman and Hadjar have been noted for a little turn 13 incident, maybe when Behrman came. Here comes Lando Norris. He said inevitably the two McLarens would come together at some point. The hard, barely used so far this weekend. Here comes Lewis Hamilton into Stoke Corner on Lando Norris.
How long before they want to come in? Lando in third, really struggling for grip. We saw Lewis Hamilton coming at him on more than one occasion.
It's coming straight towards our commentary box. Here with DRS, yeah, comes Oscar Piastri. Look in your mirrors, Max Verstappen. Here comes Lando Norris.
It sort of smears the rubber about.
Here he comes down the inside. From P7, George Russell comes. It really was too wet. Right, here comes Fernando Alonso on Alex Albon. But if you keep on trying, eventually it will come good. And we keep our fingers crossed, we really do, that it's going to come good. As Lando Norris now just edges. Alex Albon and the Williams did have to apply the brakes a bit to make sure that Charles Leclerc didn't come into him. Here comes George Russell though.
Lewis Hamilton has come alive and he is just pointing and shooting right now.
Yeah, Antonelli will come good eventually.
That was a tight one.
Here comes Antonelli on Fernando Alonso. Youngest driver on the grid, oldest driver on the grid. Youth wins out. That's the hard bit. Here comes Nico Hülkenberg on Esteban Ocon.
Just two wonderful pals at turn 3, banking, having a little ding-dong. Well, no, actually just a ding, because Charles didn't want the dong. He was...
Andrea Stella, the team principal at McLaren, was not counting his chickens before they come in.
Do Aston think it's not going to come?
But we're told it's coming. And here is Kimi Antonelli coming again. Here comes Isaac Hadjar under pressure from George Russell. So those two have had a coming together. And Charles Leclerc is coming at you if you're Isaac Hadjar. Here comes Tsunoda once again. I'm coming, so he's going to have to pull out.
But everyone's coming.
Now I'm coming on your camera, mate.
Yo, what?
Yeah. What you doing?